attorney.
Welcome back. Yes, we are recording. That is very good to know always. It's about 10-15 minutes later from the last recording. No, wait. More like half an hour? Okay. Well, time passes too quickly. Okay, let's continue. So, interesting
お父様
develop.
は研究で大変ご多忙と仰せです。
Yeah. Interesting development I just happened to catch a whiff of in real life. This apparently happened 2 days ago, but apparently the voice actress for Natsuhi, I think it was Shinohara Emi or something, passed away like yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know. I just learned about it. I ended the recording, went to edit it, and went to Discord, and someone had shared an image. Oh boy. Well, that sucks. Man. First Kirie's voice actress, like, less than a month ago, and now hers. What the fuck? It doesn't help that we start off the this video with her lines. Man. Fuck me. Kirie also voiced other characters in other games I'm currently playing on the channel, but I don't exactly know if Natsuhi's voice actress has been voicing characters in other games I'm currently playing, but I'll try to look those up if before I continue recording other stuff. Man. Well, at least we get to enjoy her voice here. Wow, what a great way to start. Okay. Yeah, rest in peace. I hope she died happily. I haven't looked into the reason behind her death. Okay, I mean, we can't just wallow here in sadness forever, so I think we just need to push forward and enjoy her voice, at least here, where we can still hear it and appreciate it. Father said he was extremely busy with his research. Okay.
残念ながら、こちらへはおいでになれないとのことです。
Right. Also, yeah, okay.
やれやれ。こちとら秋の大忙しの中、日程をつけて、はるばる六軒島まで来てるんだぜ。親父も少しは愛想をよくしてもらいたいもんだぜ。
Yeah, but he's kinda busy. He's kinda obsessed with, like, Maria.
ほんとよね。南條先生、本当に研究や機嫌の問題なの？ベッドから起き上がれないくらいに容体が悪いって言うんじゃないの？
No, his vitality is through the roof.
さて、どうでしょうかな。
Then again, I don't know the guy too well, so he may as well be on the verge of death. I mean, clearly he was given, like, many sentences, like, his life should be at the very end, but, at least he's still standing and yelling, so...
私の口からは何とも。
Nanjo glanced at Natsuhi, as though he wasn't qualified to disregard Natsuhi when he spoke on this topic.
お父様はますますにご健康でいらっしゃいます。
Yeah, that is true. I do wonder if there's any thematic reason for that, or if he's just that obsessed and that's how he keeps on pushing forward.
寝たきりなどと失礼極まりない。
でも余命3ヶ月なんでしょ？ 普通に考えれば、痩せ衰えてベッドからも起きられないはずよ。でしょ、南條先生？
波の患者ならそうでしょうがな。
Yeah,
金蔵さんは並外れた気力をお持ちです。
this is very true, and Beatrice also praises him on that front.
あの気迫にお迎えも恐れて近寄れないのかもしれませんな。
Mm.
それほどまでにお元気なら、少なくとも安心ね。
Yeah, that is true. Also, I know this is mostly you know 80s murder mystery drama, but there is a fantastical or mystical element. So it's always when games have these more fantastical or mystical elements in them and are, well, yeah, anything beyond human, something supernatural. It's always fascinating to me when they bring up words like God, Devil, Grim Reaper, like here. Like, what if those concepts actually exist as physical beings? You know? I mean, witches exist, magic exists, supernatural exists. Why not the Grim Reaper too? I doubt they meant anything beyond just mentioning it, but still, it's always fun to think about. I don't know. If anyone would know, I think it would be Beatrice.
そこまで元気なら、せめて挨拶くらいはさせてほしいもんなんだがな。
Mm.
親族会議ってのは、親父の顔を見に来たって意味なんだぜ。
I mean, from your guys' point of view, I guess that is the base reason, although everyone has their ulterior motive, and Kinzo is fully fed up with that.
これじゃあ、何のために来たのかわからねえぜ。
そう言うな。いればいたで、心が休まらないといつもぼやくのだろうが。
Mm.
兄弟一同水入らずで今年も全員欠けることなく集まれたことを喜ぼうじゃないかね。
昨年の親族会議でも会えなかったのよ。
Right, I think they mentioned that in episode 1 too, yeah.
血を分けた子供たちが2年ぶりに挨拶したいというのがどうして理解してもらえないのかしら。
Oh fuck, I forgot. I forgot to check if episode 1 had the candy wrapper tied to the rose. I'll do it next time.
挨拶の言葉があるのでしたら、私どもがお伝えします。それとも、エヴァさん、何かお父様にお会いして、挨拶以上のお話でもあられるのですか？
いやね、何の話よ、もう。
Also, in regard, since this is still kind of fresh in my mind, because I recently recorded the previous episode video, I talked a bit about Virgin Mary there, being related to, you know, Maria's name. But I don't think I've ever brought it up, but, you know, Ava is quite close to Eve, you know, Adam and Eve. So that is another biblical name connection. I'm not too familiar with etymology, I think is the field of study of names. So I don't know if the root name for Ava comes from Eve. I would assume, because it's so similar. But those are just some conclusions, you know, I've derived from my limited understanding. Feel free to correct me if I'm if I'm making unnecessary connections. I probably am, but it's always fun when something pops up to your mind that's not super relevant to the game, but maybe it was inspiration, or maybe it was like a fun jab on the side. Also, my god, Ava's dialogue, I love it. Her voice, her tone of voice, I guess.
予算か、エヴァ。夏井さん、堪忍な。エヴァも娘としてお父さんの病状が不安なだけなんや。
Surely. I mean, You guys did share a moment of truth in episode 1 before you get killed, so it's not like she's all bad, all rotten. Yeah, I could see her caring about family, you know. I mean, she does care about Hideyoshi, so.
ちょいと気持ちを汲み取ってな。
その通りだな。
その通りだな。
エヴァは親父殿が嫁を宣告されてから急に親孝行をするようになったじゃないか。なるほど。その姿をぜひ見てもらいたいという気持ちもわからなくない。
何が言いたいのよ。
We all know what he is implying.
よせよ、姉貴。晩飯までには機嫌を直してくれるよう祈ろうじゃねえか。
I always love it when I think I might be in the minority, but I love it when translators leave some of the Japanese words, you know, aneki, big sis, or like, yeah, sis, leave them as is. Like, I think I would rather have the wording be, you know, because Japanese like to call people by either just their, you know, role or name and then role, you know, like, not in this case, but Battler Oni-chan from Maria 2 Battler. So I much prefer if the subtitle is literally written as Battler Oni-chan rather than Big Brother Battler. I don't know, it just feels more correct to me than trying to force the awkward Big Brother there that, you know, isn't too often used in English. Like, I don't know, I don't hear others in English calling them their siblings by their titles. Maybe, but I don't know. More often just names in Western society as far as I'm concerned.
それに俺たちは到着したばかり。まずは軽く挨拶に訪れただけだぜ。親族会議は親父抜きだってできる。
This is true.
いや、兄弟で意見を統一してからじゃなきゃ話せねえことだっていろいろあるはずだぜ。な、秀吉兄さん。
秀吉兄さん。
そうや。ルドルフ君の言う通りや。わしらが全員顔を揃えるのは年に一度しかない。貴重な時間を大事にし、忌憚ない話し合いをせんといかん。
And talk together frankly. Hello, Mr. Frank. Even though the tea hadn't even come yet, they were very strong-minded. What's the relation to tea and being strong-minded? I guess tea brings calmness. So you have everything together. Your mind is sound, thus strong-minded. Is that the correlation there? I don't think I've ever come across this here. This type of line anywhere. Okay. If anyone has an explanation, I would be interested in hearing.
でも、その前に本家の素晴らしい調度品に囲まれた客間で、のんびりと紅茶を楽しむゆとりがあってもいいんじゃないかしら。
Kirie's words seemed to hold some slight admonishment towards all of the people gathered in that place. Yeah, don't get ahead of yourselves, don't start the games just yet. Let's be cordial, let's enjoy the tea, let's do this the proper way. They all understood, and as they cleared their throats and straightened their neckties, the atmosphere in the room returned to normal for a moment. Yeah? Shannon, you gonna not make a mistake this time around, or with the tea? I think you did last time.
お茶をお持ちいたしました。
よー、シャノンちゃん。
That's a fun line from Hideyoshi. Oh, sorry, I need to sneeze maybe. Ah, fuck. I hate it when the sneeze just teases you and doesn't come.
ますますべっぴんさんになったな。
They do say that women in love are very pretty, so yeah. Shannon entered the parlor, pushing the serving cart. Everyone decided to slowly enjoy some black tea for the time being. A wonderful aroma began to spread throughout the parlor. Looking at that scene, it would have been impossible to guess the strained atmosphere which had been there until right before Shannon had entered. Yeah. I think I should, between this recording, obviously go back and first check the Rose situation, if it was a candy wrapper there. But I think I should, before the next recording, go and write down the exact order of events, like each scene, each chapter, how they played out. Like, obviously not all the dialect, but just, you know, things that happened and in what order. So I can quickly just glance to a notebook and reference if things are going similarly, instead of just trying to go off by memory. Yeah, because, well, it's fun to see the comparisons and maybe slight differences, but also I think the literal description of episode 1 was just bear witness to these events, just remember them. Nothing more is required of you, so, you know. Of course, Shannon, who was sitting at the tea, probably didn't even notice. Kirie made a gesture that seemed to laugh at everyone's adult appearance. Rudolph didn't like it when Kirie took the initiative and spoke at the family conference. I would like to see. I'm still very, very interested in learning more about Kirie. It was his worthless male pride. Oh, Rudolph. He probably didn't want to look like a weak man taking his wife's advice. This family and, well, mostly Kinzo and his, you know, woman should be this or that way. My dude is so old-timed, old-fashioned. She understood that and was doing her best to refrain from saying anything unnecessary. So she separated herself from the circle of siblings, which was good-natured, only in appearance, and slowly enjoyed her tea near the window. I think in episode 1, near this scene, somewhere around this scene, it was Rosa who was around the window with her headache, I think.
あら、ローザさん。
Oh, speaking of the devil. Maybe literal devil, who knows? Seemingly possessed by an evil witch.
兄弟で水入らずなのでは?
No, I know it's a metaphorical witch, but who knows? Maria seems to think it's real, so maybe it is real. Having a friendly discussion together. What is up, Rosa?
ご冗談を。
Yeah, anything but friendly.
ごめんなさい。気を悪くしないで。うちの夫に呆れてるだけだから。
It seemed that Rosa hadn't been able to keep up with the charade of amicability. Yeah. Everyone gets tired of the aristocratic puffing of chests and stupid prideful, I don't know, masked talk. They had come here to fight bloodily and dirtily, each trying to steal the inheritance from the others, yeah. She probably didn't want to pretend to be fellow conspirators at this stage. Or maybe she was still much too inexperienced for that.
だいぶ風が出てきているようですね。
Yeah. There is an idea there too about something about inexperience, her being the youngest sibling, and also having the youngest next generation member, Maria, there. I don't know how thematically relevant that will be, but we'll see. The wind has started blowing hard out there. Yeah, the storm is coming. It's inevitable. It's inevitable.
枝葉があんなに揺れて。
もう台風が近くまで来ているのでしょうね。今夜あたりからはだいぶ降るのかしら。
マリアちゃん、この1年でずいぶん立派になりましたね。
I wonder if it will rain hard tonight. Pause and then talk about Maria. Oh, Kyrie. Oh, Kyrie.
そう見えます。未だに自分のお洋服を畳むことすらできないんですよ。
ええ。こんなにも愛情たっぷりなお母さんと一緒なんですもの。
Kyrie, you are such a comedian. You're such a comedian. I mean, no, she does care in her own way. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend and say it's not about her just trying to keep up appearances and you know, wanting to seem good in front of the other family members. But and there's of course also her being super fed up with Maria. But yeah, there's I would like to believe that there is a good amount of, you know, her being affectionate and wanting Maria to be, you know, more socially well adjusted. So like, she has horrible methods, but I think there's good intention behind it somewhere there.
心の豊かな子に成長しますよ。
How do you feel about those words, Rosa? Oh, Rosa was silent. Yeah, that look. Maybe she was unsure as to how Kyrie meant that.
私なんて、母親失格ですよ。
Okay, well, I think it's good that you admit it instead of trying to play it off. Yeah, I that works because you don't want to be in the part of the power play with the masks and the facades the other siblings are putting on. Yeah, you want to be separated, so yeah, it's more fitting for you to be a bit more open here. Do we want to talk about that or just touch on the subject slightly?
子に生まれる親は選べない。
That's a powerful line, especially coming from the mother herself.
あの子がかわいそうで。
Okay, well, you recognize, I guess, the last scene of the previous video where she went into her, well, not last, but, you know, last we saw of her in the previous video was her crying on her bed, in front of her bed, yeah. She does get that she's making a lot of horrible mistakes.
お互い様じゃないですか。
Okay, trying to be compassionate and understanding of her positioning.
親だって生まれる子は選べない。
How do we feel about that, Rosa? Interesting line coming from Kyrie. Rosa bit her lower lip.
どちらが悪いとかじゃなくて、一緒に生きていくんだという気持ちで、ゆっくり成長を見守ってあげればいいじゃないですか。
Good line, good line. I'm not sure about the first part, but good line still.
ローザさんは毎日をマリアちゃんと過ごしてるから、小さな変化に気づかないかもしれないけれど、1年ぶりに再会した私たちには、その大きな成長ぶりがよくわかりますよ。
Fair point. She's not seeing the bigger picture.
もし本気で言ってくれてるならありがとうございます。
Offering her, Kirie offering Rosa some small solace that she's done at least something correctly as a mother, even if it's not been perfect, even if there have been horrible mistakes along the way.
それでは失礼いたします。
Okay, Shannon, thanks for the tea, yeah?
ご用がありましたらいつでもお呼びつけください。
Shannon bowed politely and left the room. After Hideyoshi and Rudolph watched her go with turned heads, the atmosphere in the room began to revert back to what it had been right before Shannon had visited.
お父様がいらっしゃられないなら、それはそれでできる話もあるというものよ。
Inheritance gold?
ねえ、ルドルフ。
ああ、そうだな。俺たちははるばるここまで、埃の匂いがする紅茶を飲みに来たわけじゃねえぜ。
Just to drink some dusty tea. Well, if that isn't a jab towards Natsuhi, I don't know what is.
よかろう。
Or Kraus too, because, you know, Goda and Shannon are probably the ones responsible for making the tea. And they are kinda, or at least Goda is kinda under the control of Kraus and Natsuhi.
一秒を争ってお前たちがしたいという話を聞こうじゃないか。
Plus also they are kind of the de facto residents here, welcoming the other quote-unquote guests.
やれやれ。
Yada yada indeed. Time to get political. Yippee!
たくましい人たちね。早速始めたわ。
私も加わらないといけないわ。
Right. Even though you don't necessarily super care for that kind of stuff, you really need to.
あの人たち、私が主張しないと4人兄弟であることをすぐ忘れるから。
あなたも大変ね。ちょっと言葉を選ばなかったかしら。ごめんなさい。
No, you're doing well. You are, like, out of all the characters, Kirie is the best at reading people or reading between the lines, I feel like.
気にしてません。こちらこそごめんなさい。私たち互いに娘を持つ母親同士なんだから、もっと交流しなきゃいけないのに。
Right. Mothers with daughters, but Kirie's daughter isn't here. I guess she's sick again. I think that was the reason.
いつも会えば変な話ばかりで。
この屋敷の空気のせいよ。
I've gotten a lot of ideas about it's the fault of the mansion, the place, while playing Fata Morgana. There's definitely ideas there too.
ここの空気を嗅ぐと、いっつも私たちはギスギスし合ってるもの。ローザさんとは親族会議じゃない席で、一度ゆっくりお茶でも飲みたいわ。銀座に行きつけの素敵な喫茶店があるの。ぜひ今度招待させて。
Okay.
ありがとう、キリエさん。
Rosa x Kirie date incoming? Probably not, but...
その時はぜひ。
Thank you, Kirie.
いやね。
How horrible. Thunder strikes.
急に空が暗くなってきたわ。
Yeah, as soon as they open their dirty hearts to talk about unpleasant topics, of course it's gonna get dark. It's just correct.
まるでこの部屋の人たちが天気を悪くしてるみたい。
Yes. But that's also an idea. In regard to the entire plot of the game. Like, maybe in order to avoid things getting dark, in order to avoid the storm, in order to avoid the deaths, we need to do something differently that doesn't make the mood, the weather, the storm get worse. You know, we need to stop with this bickering and facade and masks and jabbing, throwing jabs at each other, poking and prodding about the gold. In that sense, maybe this is a story about coming together and understanding and being honest and truthful and loving and caring for others, selflessness or something like that. I don't know. We'll see.
もうゴロゴロ鳴ってるわ。
I love the word they use, or onomatopoeia for they use for thunder. Goro goro.
あら、ぽつりと来たかしら。
First signs of the rain. It all starts here. Well, no, it started already because when in the rose garden when the sky was barely getting some rain clouds in, but yeah, this right here, probably a trigger point. Rosa surprised? There really were small splashes of rain on the glass of the parlor window. It seemed that the weather had gotten worse faster than they had expected. Just then, a silent thunderbolt struck inside Rosa's head, and she remembered that her beloved child was in the rose garden. Yeah, she told her to stay there, and she definitely will. A normal girl would think about going into the house if the weather got bad. But Maria was different, yeah. She would sometimes become stubborn and wouldn't move no matter whether the rain or even spears fell from the sky. Yeah. I don't know, is this an idiom in English? I know it's in Japanese this is just directly translated ame mo yari mo furutte mo or something like that. Whether it rains or it rains water or spears or something like that. That's right. I told that kid just stay there doing that forever, didn't I? Ooh. The genuine worry and the bags under the eyes.
Maria!
Okay. At this small exclamation, everyone turned to look at Rosa.
なんだ、どうしたんだね。
ごめんなさい。ちょっと表に行ってきます。
Yeah, sure. Oh my god, I love the facial expression here. The different sized eyes too.
すぐ戻ります。
なんだなんだ、どうしたってんだあいつ。
いいじゃない。すぐ戻るわよ。それより始めたら？私たちの本題。
そうね。
I wonder if that was a cold and calculated move by Kyrie, bringing up the weather so that Rosa remembers about Maria, so that she leaves the room, so that they have one less opponent to think about. I could see that being the case, but also it could have just been, you know, Kyrie talking meta here about the state of the game and character relationships by referencing the weather.
ローザ抜きでも進められる話よ。
Wow.
話を戻しましょう。
Rosa dashed from the entrance hall into the rose garden. When she opened the door, the wind that hit her was too strong to be called a breeze, and told her that the typhoon was approaching faster than she had thought. Just as Kyrie had said, small droplets of rain were mixed in with the wind. There was also the low rumble of thunder. It could start raining any time. Rosa headed for the rose garden. She headed for the place where she had scolded Maria a short while ago, and before she's not there. It was almost lunchtime. The children had been told that they could just come to the mansion at lunchtime, so they were probably in the guest house waiting to be called. Even if Maria didn't come, they would surely think that I had taken her to the mansion with me and wouldn't worry much. After all, she was with her mother, so there shouldn't have been anything to worry about. Except I was here, and had thrown my daughter into the worsening weather outside, all alone.
Maria!
Oof. She is there, okay. It really was as I'd thought. She was standing stock still, exactly the same way she had been, in the place I had scolded her. Held in her hand was the candy that I had bought, given her, and then stepped on and crushed. Yeah, how does that make you feel? Horrible, right? With that gripped in her hand, she had been standing there as the strong wind whipped her hair about, tormenting her. Aw, good line delivery there. The all-forgiving Maria.
マリア、ママが帰ってくるのずっと待ってた。怖い魔女につねられたけど我慢してママが帰ってくるの泣かずに待ってた。マリア、ママを許して。ママを許して。
Such a complex relationship between them two.
ママは悪くないの。また悪い魔女に取りつかれただけなの。だから平気。ママ大好き。
This game.
愛してる。
The quivering voice line delivery. Mm.
ママは悪くないの。また悪い魔女に取りつかれただけなの。だから平気。ママ大好き。愛してる。
The quivering at the very end here. My god. And then Rosa breaking down too.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。悪い魔女に負けた。ママを許して。
Rosa buried her face in Maria's small chest, crying and begging forgiveness. And those tears dripped down again, as they had countless times before. If only the brilliant sun had been shining on the two of them. all of their cares would have evaporated, and they would have felt like they could begin anew. Unfortunately, it's about the season of decay, of death. Yeah, winter is coming. However, what surrounded the two of them was the worsening weather. Yeah, that too, first and foremost. The strong winds mixed in with the sound of thunder were saddening. Oh boy. Rosa noticed the sound of Maria sniffling. No, game. If she stood exposed to the wind for too long, she would probably catch a cold.
さあ、マリア、もうすぐお昼よ。ママと一緒にお屋敷に行きましょう。
行かない。
Okay, Rosa, please don't snap at her for not coming.
どうして？
Rosa thought that Maria had already forgiven her, so she never imagined she would refuse. I mean, she did say she had a play date with Beatrice, but I don't know if there's anything else. But that expression on Maria's face didn't look like that of a child resisting her mother. So Rosa wasn't able to understand why Maria wanted to stand still in the rose garden, pointlessly, as the weather grew even worse. Maria answered that question.
ベアトリーチェがね、もうすぐ来るの。だから待ってるの。
マリア。
The shift. Rosa started to say something, faltered, and then fell silent. You should just, considering what you had done previously, you should just let her do her own thing today if she really wants to. Just make sure she understands to take cover from the typhoon. But I don't know if she's gonna do that. She is still, you know, the youngest sibling. The most quote-unquote immature in that sense, I don't know. They had just gone to great lengths to make up with each other. She chose her words carefully, trying to get Maria to come with her to the mansion without denying the witch outright. Okay, yeah. Good approach, I guess. Decent approach.
ベアトリーチェが来るの？
That's a good line.
そう。なら、ここじゃなくて、お屋敷の中で待ちましょう。いつまでもこんな風の中にいたら、風邪をひいてしまうわ。
来る！ベアトリーチェは来る！
Yeah, we got that.
そしたらね、ベアトリーチェにね、お菓子あげるの。
That might be a trigger word for Rosa.
トリックアトリートするの。ジャック・オーランタンのマシュマロお菓子あげて、ハッピーハロウィーンって言うの。
Maria pulled yet another sweet out of her handbag, moaning ooh, ooh. Rosa was bewildered, yeah, understandably so, not knowing what to do as Maria started being difficult again. Just then, there was a sudden and massive roar of thunder, either indicating the change in Rosa's mental right now, or this could be a, welcoming thunder, signaling the arrival of Beatrice. It was probably a sign that indicated this island had become closed off by the storm and detached from common sense and reality. Ooh, that's a bar. That's a bar and a half. Therefore, as of this moment, all common sense would no doubt be useless. Okay, get ready. The wind blew even stronger, and in the middle of a blizzard of scattered rose petals, a figure appeared, leaving Rosa momentarily unable to imagine that this was a scene from reality. Is Rosa actually gonna see Beatrice? Okay. No, probably it had to be fantastical, because that figure was shaped like oh, my beloved, you have a new outfit. Okay. Okay. We love it. We love it. Welcome to the story again, officially, Beatrice. Welcome to episode 2. Me and Maria, have been eagerly awaiting for your arrival. Okay. Cool. So, Rosa. Rosa, how do we feel about this? Maria dashed over to the figure. Okay, I want to see their interactions. How does this relationship work exactly? Normally, Rosa would scold her daughter if she dashed over to a complete stranger. Also, is this the same school outfit as Jessica is wearing? I'm not sure. Actually, I can just check what the outfit Jessica is wearing is. Yeah. We don't see her outfit change here, maybe. Lovely music. Very witch-like fitting. Or the beginning of a ball, or some fantastical moment. Yeah. I wonder if after we switch scene, if her outfit will change here. We'll see. Maybe not. I mean, it's, yeah. That's pink compared to this more red, but it's, yeah. The dark, almost dark purple, but more like black. And then red skirt. Yeah, red tie. White shirt, yeah. Yeah, normally Rosa would scold her daughter if she dashed over to a complete stranger. But Rosa forgot about that, unable to do anything but stand there, shocked. I don't believe we had any information about whether Rosa had actually seen Beatrice or not in episode 1. I don't think she had, so this might be a big difference here. Yeah, maybe the mirror was not broken in episode 1. I don't know. No, I mean, it had to be because the shrine was gone anyways.
久しぶりよ。
Hello, my beloved.
元気であったか？
マリアは元気。魔女は風邪をひかない。
Considering herself a little witch. Aww.
魔女は呪いにて風邪をひかせはするが、自らがひいてはなんとも間抜けな話よ。
Watch her catch a cold by the end of this game or something.
せいぜい自らが風邪をひくことなどないよ。これからも精進するがいい。
She patted Maria's head as she said this, smiling roguishly. Rogue? Yeah, roguishly. Okay, interesting relationship, yeah. More doting than I expected. Rosa couldn't have known the name of the woman who was happily spoiling Maria. However, Maria had called to her in the beginning when she had appeared. Yeah, it's the same scene. Like, I should not have known this person's name, but I instinctually knew it. I think that was with Shannon or Canon in the prologue or somewhere there. Therefore, even though Rosa had never met her, and even though she hadn't named herself, Rosa was able to learn her name. However, that name held a special meaning on Rokkenjima and in the Ushiromiya family. There's no way something so stupid could... Yeah, get interrupted. Get your thoughts interrupted by Beatrice.
Happy Halloween! ほら、買ったの。ベアトにもあげる。
うん。ハッピーハロウィン。
うん。
ベアトリーチェ、ハッピーハロウィン。ほら、買ったの。ベアトにもあげる。
Beato. Yeah. You. Nickname Beato.
ほう、これをわらわにとな。
I love always the whole. Also, ring.
天国にも地獄にも行けず、煉獄の闇にてさまよう男の唯一の明かりも、こうして歌手となれば実に可愛らしいことよ。人の世とも、人ならざる者との世とも切り離された今のこの島で。
Sorry, I was interrupted. Right now on this island that has been cut off from both of the world of humans and the world of non-humans.
これほどふさわしい歌詞はないかもしれぬな。
Okay. We are talking about the jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, Candy, yeah. Oh, taking actually notice of Rosa? Yeah?
マリア、それはどうしたのか。
Oh, of the candy. Never mind. Rosa, get ignored. The witch noticed the sweet that Maria had been was grasping. Oh wait, she gave a different one from her back, right? Hold on. Both these, you can have one too. Even the single and only light given to a man lost in the darkness of purgatory, unable to go to heaven or hell, looks truly charming when made into candy like this. It was Maria's candy, which had been stomped on by Rosa and had taken on a pitiful shape. We are still recording, right? Yeah, we are, okay.
踏んづけて潰れちゃった。
Sis, Rosa? Better be prepared for what is about to come if she name drops you as being the one who trampled on it.
ベアトは元に戻せる？
There we go, using Beto. Okay, Maria deliberately didn't say that it was her mother who had stepped on it. But can Beatrice pick up on that? Maybe she can read her mind, so to speak. However, when the witch saw the candy, for some reason, she looked at Rosa and grinned. Grinned as in a smirk, or grinned as in grimaced with a more fierce expression? A chill went down Rosa's spine, as though she felt that this gaze could see through every part of her. Yeah.
たやすいことよ。貸すがよい。
Maria held out the candy gleefully. Rosa could do nothing but watch this unfold, stunned. Imagine stomping on the candy of your daughter you bought for her because she was saying some weird shit and that Beatrice is real and all that, and then you, an hour later or some minutes later, see Beatrice just magically fixing the candy. I can't imagine the mental state of Rosa right now. Holy. How could this person gloss over the fact that the candy was pitifully trampled in a way that could satisfy Maria? Maria looked as though she believed that it could be fixed as good as new. There was no way that could be done without real magic.
これは見事に潰れているな。
Yeah? Can we actually see you using magic? I mean, we supposedly saw you using magic in the tea party, but that's outside reality, as far as I'm concerned, so.
さあさあマリア。目を閉じて思い出してごらんなさい。本当はあんなにも素敵なお菓子だったから。
Ah, we're going that route. Hypnosis or mental suggestion. Or, I guess, in a more fantastical sense, it is the belief that it is a wonderful candy that makes it be wonderful candy again. And maybe it will change, like, physically and not just, you know, mentally in her mind.
思い出の中のお菓子はいつもふっくら。
Because, yeah, someone, I think it was Kinzo who said that, or maybe it was Beatrice who said that the one true element of this world is love, and the one thing you need is faith or something. Belief.
だからあなたも思い出してごらんなさい。本当はどんなお菓子だったのか。
Along with those strange words, spoken as though singing an improvised folk song. There we go. That's the magical song, but more in a spoken form. The witch threw the sweet into the air. Maria had her eyes closed, just as the witch had told her, and was focused on remembering. The shape that the crushed candy had really been. Therefore, only Rosa saw that scene. The sweet, which had been thrown into the air, burst into a gold color. No, those were golden butterflies. It scattered into several golden butterflies, and they began to assemble in the witch's hand, held up to the sky. And when they had, unbelievably, the candy had returned to its beautiful original form, just like the time it had been bought. Also, butterflies are a great way to represent that because, you know, metamorphosis and, you know, going from one form to another. Very good, very good. But also, I think, I mean, there is still another possibility, but I think this could serve as confirmation that the magic is real, that Beatrice is real. Yeah. But I will still, just for the sake of the argument, for the sake of being on Battler's side, to deny the witch and the magic being real here, or maybe not to deny the witch, but at least the magic being real. I think Battler here could argue something like, no, that was not real magic. The candy is still squashed, and we have all just been put under hypnosis because of how this scene started with Beatrice basically suggesting to try to remember how it looked. So if you believe hard enough, maybe it will look like how it used to. Just delude yourself into believing something that isn't real. That's an idea I could see Battler trying to come up with. But I don't know, as far as I'm concerned, it's real magic. And Rosa has been a witness to it right now. Only Rosa and the witch had watched that scene, unable to understand the event that was occurring right in front of her eyes. Rosa stood with her mouth open, forgetting to shut it. Oh, that's fun. That could be a really comical scene in the anime. I don't know. Assuming this part got adapted, it probably would have been, because this is her first, appearance in the story. I assume, I know the anime apparently only adapts the first 4 parts, because it was made before the answer arcs or the latter part of Umineko was out. But I still think it skips over major parts. I think it fully skips over the episode 1 introduction of a prologue of them Ushiramiya's coming to the Rokkenjima, that part entirely, for example. But I imagine almost everything regarding Beatrice would have been adapted, right? That would make sense. May open your eyes.
受け取るがよい。これでそなたの歌詞も元通りだ。
Sugoi, sugoi. Also, fun giggle. Yeah, so... Rosa, what now? You had been denying this for so long. Battler has extraordinary will to try to deny the existence of Beatrice, but you are the closest to Maria, and you have been trying to deny this for years. So... What an interesting place for you to be the first one to see this, to witness this. There was a very bold contrast between Rosa's shocked appearance and Maria's innocently joyful one. Yeah. Was that what the witch was laughing at? Probably finding it very amusing. Oh my god. The wind is heavily picking up. I'm sorry if it comes to the mic. The windows are shaking. Wonder if it's gonna storm here too. Mirroring Umineko. I don't know. A smile floated to Beatrice's face, different from the one that she had shown Maria.
わらわの顔が何かに似ているというのかそうまじまじと見られては穴も開こうぞ。
Wow.
ごめんなさい。
She's just taking control of this entire scene. I love it. At those words, it hit Rosa strongly. Rosa knew her face. She knew it from the portrait of the witch. That is such a... Every time, even though they've said this like a couple times now, that will never stop being a cool ass line. Like, she shouldn't know her, but she knew this face from the portrait, from the legend. But no, wait, was this mystery woman really?
マリア、この菓子の代わりに、そなたにはこれを与えよう。
Oh, an exchange.
おー、
invitation letter.
手紙？
Or like, yeah. The witch pulled a western envelope from her pocket and gave it to Maria. Yeah. So at this point, Beatrice already has the Ushiromia family head stamp or ring. Ah, that's what on her middle finger. Right. It's the head ring. Yeah, ring of the head. Stupid me for not recognizing it sooner. Thank you, game, for reminding me. However, when Maria made to open it, the witch stopped her.
ならぬ。それを開けるときはすぐに訪れるが、それまで決して開けてはならぬ。大事に持っているがよい。そなたを黄金鏡へ誘う招待状となろう。
Ooh.
黄金鏡、やっと連れてってくれるんだね。
There's also some, I don't know how you would put it, but there's this underlying idea with all the references to, you know, Western stuff and Christianity, for example. The Golden Land, what we saw previously was basically people died or prostrated themselves and then supposedly went missing and got to go to would have gotten to go to the Golden Land. So, but I think it's like there is I don't like to use this word, allegory. Basically a metaphor or an idea that of dying and getting to go to heaven, to the Golden Land. But of course it's flipped, or it's not sarcastic, but it's a ironic version of that, because, you know, it's a place for the witch, for the witches, for the evil people. It's the heavenly version of a hell. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, there's definitely an idea there somewhere regarding Golden Land and dying and heaven and, yeah, faith and all that.
大事にしまっておくのだぞ。誰にも見せてはならぬ。
Oh, is this not the letter they will open at the table, or opened at the table in episode 1? Okay, so this is just for her only, and she will open it way later, question mark? It could still be the letter that will be opened at the dinner table. We'll see.
守る。魔女との約束は絶対に守る。
Hell yeah.
そして、これはそなたへだ。
Yeah?
私
Will she get a blessing, a boon? Or will she get something twisted or ironic to be given as a gift? Maybe it's the candy that Maria tried to give it to Beatrice. That would be a funny fucked up way to give her something. Yeah, probably. She probably hadn't imagined that the witch would speak to her too. Rosa was bewildered by the second Western envelope. Okay. Which had been thrust before her. Okay, envelope, yeah. She remembered having seen that western envelope before. There could be no mistake. It was Kinzo's special envelope, used when he wrote with his own hand and bearing the Ushiromiya crest. Moreover, it was sealed with the red sealing wax. Yeah. And further still, it had an imprint which seemed to have been made by the head's ring. Yeah. In other words, irrespective of what was written inside, this woman, who Maria called Beatrice, was trusted enough that she was in charge of a personal letter from the current Ushiromiya head.
4兄弟の誰でもよかった。だが、ここでそなたと出会ったということは、金蔵のルーレットがそなたを選んだということなのだろう。
Ooh, interesting.
ならば受け取るがよい。
I love the smugness here.
そしてその中身を、全兄弟の揃う晩餐の席上で読み上げよ。
Okay. This time, it was given to Rosa instead of solo Maria. Okay.
なんですって。
Rosa looked back and forth several times between the witch's face and the envelope she had been handed. Today was the family conference, and the biggest object of discussion was the inheritance problem. Yeah, so she had joined together with Ava and Rudolph. They had planned to force certain conditions upon Kraus to try to extort a prompt payment of several 100 million yen out of him. Yep. It was as if the witch could see through all of that. And when all of the siblings are gathered, what is she planning on announcing to us? With a personal envelope that no one but the Ushiromiya head can use. Yeah. Very scary. Like, your head must be a big mess right now. It's so funny. Or, not funny, but fun, interesting.
マリア、天気が崩れるぞ。ゲストハウスへ戻り、昼を待つがよい。それではローザ、後ほど会おう。
Let us meet later, you say. Okay.
その席で改めて名乗らせてもらおうぞ。
Allow me to name myself there. I think in Japanese she said sonoseki, and seki is usually, I mean, it means stone, but I think the kanji here would have been used seki as in place or position or seat. You know, that kind of stuff. But, you know, there is a good translation too. In that place, I guess. Wherever that is in the future. I guess future would be the place. Love the cackles. I love that they translated the laughters to cackles for at least her and Ava. The witch turned her back to her, laughing, yeah, and headed off towards the mansion with an air of composure, of course. Maria saw her off with an energetic reply, and then dashed off towards the guest house, leaving Rosa where she was. Ooh, that's poetry there. Before, when we started this scene, it was Maria standing still in the rose garden. But now it's Rosa standing still at the end of the scene in the rose garden. As though she didn't want to waste a second in informing the other cousins of her good fortune at meeting the witch. that conversation will be interesting. I hope we get to hear it, but, you know, it might be skipped. Ultimately, Rosa was left alone in the rose garden as the winds grew stronger. Yeah, for her, they are ominous, foreboding, strong winds. Unable to do anything except pray that what had happened was just a daydream. Yeah, in the previous video with Canon being reminded of Beatrice, he hoped that it had been a dream, but Maria bringing it up made him think that, okay, it might not have been a dream. And here again, after meeting or having the centerpiece of the conversation be about Beatrice, once again we are hoping it's a daydream, but it is not. Nice callback? Parallel? I don't know. Connection? What a scene. Wow, love it. And end scene, or switch scene. Oh, what the hell? Witch entering... Oh, I'm sorry, we need to stop it here. Next video is gonna go hard. We get more Beatrice. Guest of honor. Holy. That's great. And we're gonna end it here. My god. Let me just check. Probably nothing new here. Did she change outfit? No. I mean, I love this outfit, so it's fine. Rosa, Rosa, Rosa. Cool. What a fascinating scene. Interested, that was definitely a big deviance from episode 1. I remember clearly it was just Maria alone who got the letter to hand to others, but I did not know if in episode 1, or do not know if in episode 1 she got another letter as an invite to the Golden Land. Maybe, maybe not. I guess we'll never know unless we eventually get a confirmation on that. Yep. What a fascinating scene. I loved seeing Rosa just like, what the fuck is going on? My reality is crumbling. I need more of her just losing her shit going forward. Fun. Yeah, the relationship between Beatrice and Maria was a bit different from what I was expecting. I mean, I was expecting her to treat Maria well, but I was expecting her to be more distant, or at least not so, like they put it, doting on Maria. But sure, that works. Okay, cool. Man, they look so similar. Like, honestly, the bangs are more similar between these two, but like, if I didn't know anyone and I had just been shown character portraits, I would have said, and not knowing Beatrice being a witch, I would have said that she is Beatrice's daughter. You know. Ooh, an idea which I think I should have thought immediately as soon as Beatrice entered the scene. She is the only one on the island with this outfit, as far as we are concerned, or no. No, wait, no, that's different. Yeah, she's the only one with the school outfit. I mean, Beatrice didn't have I guess the jacket was open, so I didn't fully see if it had these purple lines. But that is an idea towards the theory of her not actually appearing in physical form, and instead just, I mean, she did materialize out of butterflies, golden butterflies, but you know, instead of her possessing other characters like these three was my original idea in episode 1. Yeah. That is an idea. I mean, they already look similar, so the parallels are there always. But why did she appear in Jessica's school outfit? Did she actually possess Jessica? Or did she model her outfit after Jessica? Or what is going on there? That is a very curious line. I'm sure if I thought about it a lot more, I could derive some interesting ideas, but all I can do now is just notice the connection and link my previous idea of possessing people or maybe being Jessica herself. Yeah. No, Jessica is her own person, but, you know, I don't know, she might still also be Beatrice. Dual personality, you never know. Schizophrenia made real. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Did I save? I'm gonna save just in case again. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, let's end it here. I don't know. I might record a third one. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna take a break to eat. I hope you guys didn't hear it through the mic, but I saw my mic flash up at points when the characters were talking, because my stomach rumbles so hard. Kinda embarrassing, but it is what it is. Okay, we'll leave it here. Patreon early access up to 2 weeks. Link down in the description. Oh, see ya.